Well, welcome back, everyone, to the team trivia. My name is Gormizer, and I've got a lot of questions for you. But you at home are going to be able to participate as well. So make sure that you're ready to answer some of these questions alongside, of course, Wrong You and Hardcore as we go along with the team trivia. Now, I'm going to go ahead and let everyone know, but you two, I think more importantly, they're all multiple choice.
Okay.
And so if there's ever a point where you're like, man, I have no idea why I would know that, you can always just guess.
Okay.
And we'll see. Because some of them, they get a little weird, but we always keep things pretty simple overall. So chat, be ready to play along at home, and you can compete against each other if you really want, or you can just compete against chat. Whoever gets more questions right, we don't have a tracking system, so you don't win a prize, but I'll give you a congratulations, and you can keep the blanket, I guess. Either way. We'll go to the very, very beginning of things, because it's a good place to start. Question number 1. Who was the first god that you banned this year?
What?
Was it Yemoja, Athena, Tiamat, or Ratatoskr?
I think Athena.
The first god that we banned this year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my answer is Athena.
Athena. Chat immediately jumped and said, oh, it's got to be Tiamat.
Yeah, I'm going with the chat. I think it's Tiamat too.
You think it's Tiamat? We got Tiamat and Athena. And chat has started voting with Wrong You. They started going, okay, wait, he said Athena. He should know what he's talking about. And I've got good news for you. You do know what you're talking about. It is the Athena that has been able to, it was the first ban that you had this year. At the beginning of the year, she was like the person everybody was scared of. And she just kind of fell off and disappeared. So question number 2. Who was the first god that you locked in this year? So you just covered who you banned. Who did you pick first? Was it Yemoja, Set, Sobek, or Heimdall?
Oh, it was against the Bolts, right?
It was Sobek.
Yeah, I think you were playing the Bolts.
It was Sobek.
It was Sobek.
Yeah.
I got to double check myself now because I'm going to tell you the answer that I saw wasn't Sobek. I'm going to scroll back down and make sure I'm looking at it.
Sobek or him, but I'm not sure. I think it's Sobek.
Now, I will tell you, one of these picks was banned, one of the ones that I just listed to you. The other 3 were your top 3, so you had all of them at one point, but one of them rose to the top, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to guide you a little more. Sobek was your second pick.
Okay, first pick Set then.
The first pick Set? Are you going to change as well?
Yeah.
Got him to the right answers. Yeah, it was Set. That was your first pick. And it's something weird because I don't think of Set. I guess like Panatom has a good Set, but it's not like the first god I think of.
Yeah.
It was like, I think he was like broken or like, I think because Shell was gone or something. No, Shell was a thing.
Shell was still there, yeah.
Yeah, I don't, probably
just want to play Set.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, we know you guys win a lot of your games. You've actually had like this more recent turnaround. Look, you had a roster swap, so it's, excuses or whatever. But you've won a lot of your games this year. But do you win more when you're playing on the order side or when you're playing on the chaos side?
Okay, so we are basically always getting the second pick, so that's chaos, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So I think chaos.
You think chaos?
I'm gonna go with order just to flip the coin.
Just pick one.
One of them, yeah.
Always win. We'll win no matter what. I will say, your win rates on both of them are positive. So no matter which side it is, you're still winning more whenever you're on that side. A lot of people in chat are also throwing out chaos. I see a couple of orders. And chaos is winning 81-19. But it is the order side.
Really?
I think it's like a 64, a 59, something like somewhere in that range, like on chaos win rate. But a 77% win rate when you're on the order side. So when you're first pick, you're winning those games.
Okay.
Has to do with you getting that Yemoja. I bet that's what
first
it is.
pick Yemoja or Set.
or you're Set for whatever reason. So question number 4, kind of related. How many times have you been first pick this year?
It has to be a few.
And this is going to be games. So is it 18, 23, 26, or 34?
I think 18. What's the option?
It was 18, 23, 26, or 34.
18.
18?
I like 26.
You like 26?
Yeah, I like that number.
Chat's going, it's always one of those things, they're hedging their bets. They're like, all right, we're going to go right in the middle. You said 26. Chat's voting very heavily towards 23. Chat, I'm going to give you a second to get your answers in. Because you guys have been I mean, how many 3-game sets do you have? Like, do you end up having, because if you win the first game, you know they're not going to let you have first pick second time. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, against Carabs, they gave us first pick though.
Both times, yeah, you're right. And because of that, Hardcore gets it correct this time around. Chat, you're off as well. It was 26 games that you've been first pick. If I remember correctly, you've been winning a majority of those as well. I think it's like 20 out of the 26 you've been able to pick up. So you guys are very solid on your first pick win rate. You are, what is that? Did I just say 26 games that you've been first pick? Which god do you think that you first pick the most? Is it Fafnir, Heimdall, Yemoja, or Gilgamesh?
Kind of hard because like I feel like it can be Yemoja, but then they start banning it, and we're just prioritizing Fafnir. So it's hard.
I'm gonna say Yemoja.
You're gonna say Yemoja?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say. I think Fafnir.
You're going Fafnir. Chat, I accidentally moved chat away from me. Chat is currently voting towards the Fafnir as well, which I will say, he has been up there at the top, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you, chat, here that everybody's wrong this time around. You've actually picked Gilgamesh the most in the first pick. You guys have a very wide god pool for first pick, though. You've picked 16 different gods in your first pick position. You've got like your Odins, your Artemises, you've got Ymir once as well up there. But Gilgamesh has been picked up 4 times for you, and so he takes the crown. You also have won all 4 games when you first picked Gilgamesh. So,
really?
So if you're looking for your pick and ban strategy in the future, there's something to look towards. And if you're looking to ban against the Scarabs, or not against the Scarabs, if you're looking to ban against the Leviathans, you guys just beat the Scarabs. That's where my mind's still on yesterday. If you're looking to ban out the Leviathans, you now know where to go first. Get rid of that Gilgamesh. So question number 6. Which god, when you're looking at your top 3, do you tend to pick the most? Is it Fafnir, Raijin, Gilgamesh, or Chiron?
I think Raijin. Raijin has to be up there for sure. I mean, people start like banning him now, but
Yeah, I think
they would like to trigger in the first 3 pick Raijin is a priority.
I'm just gonna say a different one, so we have more more possibilities to win. I'm gonna say. Okay, I forgot the option. What was?
It was. Whoop! I opened the wrong tab. It was Raijin, Gilgamesh, Fafnir, or Chiron.
Oh, Kyle.
I think Chiron.
You're thinking Chiron?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess before Zap took over and Chiron was kind of the hotness, that
I
was
used to
what
play a lot.
your duo lane was. And I knew. I'm actually going to give a shout out. I'm looking it up just to get some numbers on it, but you now have a stat in Blues Ultra. I use his stats page a lot, his spreadsheet. You have a hunter and a solo tab because it was so difficult to keep track of which one was which. Like your most picked gods were like Chiron, Cucullin, and it's like, that's bizarre. But it is going to be a tie with Raijin up at the top alongside the Gilgamesh. You've played both of them 14 games. And if I remember correctly, the Raijin's like 13-1 or something. Like it has a very ridiculous win rate for you guys. It took people a while, but they're banning it now.
Yeah.
So you managed to get that right, I guess, with the help and the assist. Chiron, it was up there, and same with Fafnir. You've been playing that much, much more often lately.
Being granted like a soapy.
So now we're going to look towards the bottom 2. Who do you think you prioritize the most down there? Do you think it's Daji, Serket, Erlong Shin, or Cucullin?
I think I'm gonna go with Daji. Cause like chicken, you don't. Yeah, I think Daji.
Yeah, Daji. What are you feeling?
I think Circuit.
Serket?
Yeah. I think
It's
has to be a jungler for sure.
you typically hover a lot of your junglers. Like I'll tell you, like Serket, your Daji. You've also got Horus down there, which I guess was kind of thrown out
they ban
occasionally.
everything. You just gotta pick Horus.
But the winner in your bottom 2 is actually Cucullin. You've picked him down there not twice, 9 times total. So he's become more priority for you lately. But I guess prior to that, you were still like, hey, you know what? Maybe we could swing Cucullin here.
Okay.
So what do you think your longest win set is for sets this year? So how many sets in a row have you won? Do you think you've won 2, 3, 5, or 7 in a row?
7.
I like the confidence immediately 7.
Yeah.
It's the biggest number. Whichever one, that's it.
I don't lose.
I think 5.
I mean, what with sets you mean like if you won 2-1, you won that set, right?
Yeah, that's still a
7.
win.
I'm confident.
I'm very
Yeah.
confident.
5.
You said 5? You're both a little overconfident on it. You've managed to get 3 sets in a row each time, and then something will happen where there's a 2-1 or something that goes the other way.
Oh, maybe
And
the
so
boards.
you're starting to make it. I do need to. I think actually with this weekend, you've pushed the envelope. I think you had like a loss last weekend, so this time you're back at 2, I believe now. And so going forward, that 7's on the horizon, right?
Yeah,
It's
This
just a
week.
few weeks away.
Yeah.
And so you've managed to get that. But how many do you think you've played this year? So if you've got a 3 in a row, how many sets have you played? 16, 20, 24, or 30?
Okay, how many teams? 8. ¿Cuántos equipos hay? 8, creo.
7.
7?
No te cuentas a ti.
7.
I will say Cherry. Feel like I have been playing a lot of sets. I don't know.
You said 30.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the most. So
Would you mind putting the
That was 16, 20, 24,
24?
or 30? 24? Because, and this is including playoffs, so like it's kind of a lot, right? Like phase 1, originally it was supposed to play everybody twice. Phase 2 isn't finished yet, so this is up to now. And you're just a little too high. You've played 20 sets so far. And if I can remember off the top of my head, I think you're like 14-6, something like that. Actually, you know what? I shouldn't answer that because I know that that's the next question, and I can read my own questions and see that the next question is how many sets have you won, which I'm happy I don't know off the top of my head because the options are 10, 14, 17, or 20.
20.
20. Played 20 sets,
Quick maths.
won 20 sets, baby. So, which one are you feeling there?
maybe 14. I think it sounds good.
That's,
Yeah,
that's,
but I don't know.
something about that number seems
Yeah.
really My first advice after the first time I hosted this show was I need to talk less, and that's why I keep giving away answers. Chat is also voting for 87% on 14, and who'd have thunk it? You were right. It's like I put the answers here.
No way.
You are 14-6, as it turns out. Just a couple of losses. It's weird to think though, only 6 set losses in a year when like out of 20 sets. Like you guys have been stacking up the
Yeah.
dubs. So we'll have to look at the games. You've got 20 sets. So how many games do you think that you've played this year? 40, 45, 50, or 60?
Has to be more than 40.
Okay.
Maybe 45?
You feeling 45?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hardcore is in deep consternation.
Yeah. What were the options?
40,
Yeah.
45, 50, or 60?
Oh,
I'm gonna say 50.
50?
Yeah.
Let's look at where chat's at. I always feel bad. Chat has like the timer before the votes like truly expire, so I try to let them get all their votes in and let them gravitate toward it. Right now, they're starting to agree with you, Wrong. They're definitely hovering around the 45. Of course, immediately I can tell when the answers go live because you said 50, and the 50 jumped up by like 5%. They're like, oh wait, maybe it's 50. And I see a lot of people saying that they went 50 as well. And the winner is 45, but the answer is going to be 50. You guys have played 50 different games this year. And you know what? To throw it out there just to have a nice win, I guess, towards the end here, because we're getting close to wanting to wrap up. How many do you think you've won out of those 50? You know that you've won 14 of your 20 sets. So how many out of your 50 games have you won? Is it 28, 33, 37, or 44?
28, right?
You said 28? So like a little over half?
Mm-hmm.
What were the options?
28, 33, 37, and 44.
33, I think.
You think 33?
Yeah.
This was one it's been interesting to watch because each player so far, each week, has had like different ways to do it. I like making fun of them because Venenu sat here and went, well, we won this one 2-0, this one 2-1, and like it was like counting up their sets and like knew it for some reason. Like you guys, you just keep getting wins. But you would be right. It is 33 wins that you've been able to pick up.
Yeah.
And now I have one more question that I get to ask. And I'm going to scroll through and try to figure out what's going to be the funniest. You know what? Because we have you two here, this is the best one to ask. Between both of you, which one of you do you think has taken the most damage this year? Is it Wrong You or is it Hardcore?
Probably me, because, yeah.
Yeah. You know what? Now that I think about it, you were kind of a hunter for a little while there, weren't you?
Yeah.
You're not supposed to be taking any damage, are you?
I mean, yeah, sometimes I was going in too much. Maybe me, but probably Wrong You.
This is where it would be very, very funny if it was you, and I kind of wish that it was, but yes, it's Wrong You who is taking it. You've also mitigated more. We'll see if you can keep it that way by the end of the year.
Probably not.
I think you are the first support that has that over the solo laner, because solo laners just always go in. So in like 3-4 months, when we get like a solo lane centric version of these, we'll see if you can take the crowd. But that's gonna do it. You guys got a lot of those right, and I like the way you did it, which was just, you know what, we win a lot. It's got to be 33. That's a good win record for him. And of course, I'd say you won the trivia as well, because chat, you got a couple of those wrong throughout all of that. But thanks for sitting around with me, guys. Again, Wrong You and Hardcore joining us. But stay tuned, because I believe we're pushing for it. Sometimes it's been charades, but I think right now the main goal is to get the 1v1. We want the honor
1v1
of Hardcore taking on Zapman's honor. And I guess winner gets to actually continue being the carry, and the other one lives in shame forever. So we'll be right back with a 1v1.
Gotta take off my jacket for this one. Oh, dude, this.
No, I know he was supposed to take you out last weekend, but he got busy.